Brian P. is rasping his drywall to the shape he wants, but he's putting this piece up with the backside facing out.
Drill one in right here. Okay. Right there.
With his sharp brain.
You know something? There's nothing there.
You'd think he would notice the color difference.
See this piece?
Yes.
Now look at this piece. Now look at this piece again.
It's backwards.
Indeed it is, sir.
All these screws are coming out.
Excellent. That's the only choice.
Angie is using a drywall saw to cut holes for her electrical switches.
Perfect.
Let's see if it lines up.
But she's missed the mark.
Sorry.
It's not all right.
No, you can.
I got a big hole in the wall.
Yeah, you can patch it, pal.
Try that. Okay, almost.
Brian M's hole is not misplaced.
Oh, neat. This would be great for carving pumpkins. Halloween.
Brian M's hole is torn.
There. Look at that, it's perfect. And you know what? This is where I need the rasp thing.
Brian M. needs a how to drywall manual. His final seam doesn't touch a stud, and it goes around his light switch.
Are you done up there?
No.
In his own special way, Brian M. understands his mistake.
I tried to use the drywall as a stability platform to cut indentations. What I should have done was just cut holes, so I learned my lesson.
Angie has made it all the way to the final corner.
Jeez. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to work in here.
Angie's job looks good, but the perimeter of this drywall sheet only has 3 screws. And according to code, there has to be a screw every 8 inches. And on the studs hidden behind the middle of the larger sheets, there must be a screw every 12 inches.
I'm missing a few screws, actually.
The good news about this project is that Angie is definitely getting better.
If I could take that wall off and put it in my house, I would.
Eric's drywall goes up in full sheets.
All right. Put that there.
Eric gets all the way to the door before making his first cut.
He said this breaks like this. Hey, exactly like he said.
Hello.
Hey, good afternoon, Mark. We got her done.
Eric is also improving.
This is actually the best looking job I've done so far.
Brian P., meanwhile, is not improving. He's just stalling.
Looks good to me.
He hasn't even taken off his backwards piece.
Well, I'm not going to take that off.
Brian P.'s desire is as backwards as his drywall.
Without a doubt, I deserve to be Canada's worst handyman.
Johnny is contravening the Ontario Building Code because this outlet leads to another outlet that Johnny has completely covered, and you cannot hide a live electrical outlet.
So, let's say you wanted to plug your vacuum in here.
Oh. Yeah, it's right there.
The outlet?
Yeah.
So what's the solution?
I don't know. What is the solution?
You know the solution. It's painful, but you know the solution.
Darlis, why didn't you tell me or badger me? Like, how could you think that I'd want to cover that up?
Well, why are you hollering at me?
Well, why am I hollering? Because this is a huge mistake. Hell, another assignment, a task not done. Darlis? Darlis! Darlis!
Starting this challenge, Johnny thought he was the worst.
I still think I am, of the 5 participants, Canada's worst handyman.
Check this out.
When we come back, the lodge gets a taste of wildlife.
Smells like turkey.
moose grow a brand new set of coat racks every single year. So we thought the next challenge for Canada's worst handymen should be to use authentic deer antlers to make a coat rack. Yeah, that'll work.
It's a task our experts have never done before.
We're just going through the planning phases of how to put this together.
The experts start by attaching legs to a post.
That works for you?
Yeah, this is totally gonna hold it in place.
Then they drill pilot holes through the recently living antlers.
They stink when you cut them or drill them.
When Gail has difficulty screwing through the bone-like material, she simply drills a bigger hole so the antler can be easily screwed onto the post. To make sure no one pokes an eye out, the experts are making safety stoppers that will also prevent coats from getting torn by the pointy antler tips. The experts are done in 69 minutes. Now,
Oh, cool!
how will the bad handymen tackle this project? Johnny and Brian P. are making wall mount coat racks.
Like, how the hell? It goes like that, right?
Eric's idea is to make a stand-up rack.
Screw one like this and then one like that, right?
And Brian M. doesn't know where to start.
What are you going to do? Are you going to do a tree thing or are you going to do a wall thing?
What do you would like?
No, not me.
I feel like a dental surgeon. I feel like a dental surgeon.
He looks like someone who should be standing up.
Get one that's wider than that, longer, please. I just hate getting up.
Why do we use the workbench for this, Johnny, instead of on the floor? Getting slivers up my...
Johnny made pilot holes that are far too narrow. Now, there's no way he can get his screws in. But he keeps on trying.
Damn.
Angie thinks her antler is ugly. And
Smells like turkey.
Rotten-ass turkey.
Holy. What a rotten smell.
Roy wants Angie to remove the bulbous end from her antler, but she thinks it'll stink too much.
Not cutting it off.
The result
Okay, give her.
will be a wobbly coat rack.
Oh, stripping out. Yes. You think that's gonna hold a coat?
I don't know.
Brian P. hacksaws the end off his antler.
Smells just like the dentist. You know when your dentist was drills, it smells just like that. What do you think of this stuff?
I think industrial strength adhesive is great, but not for this job.
Probably too much. I've already drilled a hole in there, and I shouldn't have done it.
On rare occasions, though, Brian can get the job done by just adding more screws.
That's good and sturdy. That looks really cool.
Brian P. is the first to finish.
This is never gonna fall off.
I'll put my coat right there.
Although, his antlers droop immediately.
I'll be Canada's worst handyman. There's no way I won't be. Man.
When this challenge began,
Come on.
Brian M. grabbed the first antlers he could reach. They're not a matching set.
Why did you get...
Why did I get